This is Grandpa Shart coming at you once again, live here at Grandpa Shart's garage with Grandma Shart. And today we're going to talk about electricity and what to do if your bill's high and how to keep your electric bill down and what causes it to go up. First, I'd like to tell you a little story about these three bulls. See, this farmer was talking to his son, this cattle farmer, and he was saying, we got to get some new stock in here. We got to get some new bloodlines in here. And his son agreed, and the three bulls he had was sitting there listening and overheard, and the bull that's been there the longest said, "Well, I ain't giving up no cows to that bull." He said, "I've been here the longest. I've got 30 cows down there out of the 50, and I just ain't gonna give an inch." And the second cow that's been there the second longest said, "Well, I agree with you." Said, "I ain't been here as long as you, but I've been here a while," and said, "I ain't giving up none of my cows to that bull." And there's the youngest bull said, "Well, I ain't been here but 6 months. And there ain't but 5 cows down there that even like me. And I ain't giving up nothing. He just gonna have a hard way to go when he gets here." So that very next week, here comes a big old diesel, big old trailer behind it. They open up that gate on that trailer, and here comes out this 2,000-pound Brahma bull, and he's a snorting and a bellering and a kicking and a stomping, and he's so big, he ain't even got a dang peep over that fence. He's so big, he can just look over that there at them 50 cows. And the oldest bull said, "I think we need to, go back a little bit." Said, "We might have been too harsh. That I don't think we need to be that mean." Said, I think we was being a little bit harsh the other day. And the second bull said, "Yeah, I agree with you. I think we was being a little bit too harsh on that new bull. We need to welcome them in." Well, that youngest bull tromped over there and started stomping and a kicking and a bellering and kicking up dust, and them two old bulls said, "What are you doing? He'll kill you." He says, "No, you don't understand. I want him to know that I'm a bull." But if you don't get that, just study on it a while. It'll come to you. But anyway, I hear a lot of people talking about their electric bill being too high. No, there ain't no way. There ain't no way. Well, let me tell you something about an electric meter. And well, all the meters really. The older they get, the slower they get. And if you got one of those, especially if you got one of those old analog meters, you need to keep that as long as you can. Because I guarantee you're beating the electric department just a little. I knew this one man, and he kept on wanting a new meter. He kept on saying, "Oh, they cheat me. There ain't no way it could be that high." And I said, "I'm telling you, you got one of those old analog meters. You need to leave it alone." And he just kept on complaining. Finally, he got him to come out there and check it. Well, guess what? He was only paying 80% of his electric bill. Then they went out there and put in a brand new meter that was running on time, and his bill was even higher. Now, that meter is not going to move unless something makes it move. If you turn off your fuse box, if you turn the main breaker off, it won't move at all. It's not. There ain't no trick meters. Matter of fact, the older they get, the slower they run. And number one, number two, where they get the electric from. Here where I live, it's TVA, and TVA tells them what to charge, and that's what they got to charge. So whoever your local, your local electric department is, they're being told what to charge. They're not choosing what to charge. They're being told what to charge by who they get their electricity from. So, it's kind of like having a car that's old hoopty and it's missing and don't run right, and it uses more gas than it should, and you get mad at the gas station about it. You know, if you think about it, it really don't make no sense. Because what's probably happening, if your electric bill is higher, is number one, your house ain't too efficient. It don't have enough insulation, or it's got holes that you can throw a cat through. You got them old wooden windows that that wind goes through. You can be standing in your living room with wind going through your hair with the windows shut, or you got cracks in your doors, or stuff like that. And they'll say, well, my neighbor's got the same house. Your neighbor ain't got the same habits that you do. You know, your neighbor might have a lighter bill than you, and he might have exactly the same size house, but he's got different habits, and his house might be well insulated, better insulated than yours. So, I mean, if your electric bill's high, the first thing you need to check is how well insulated it is. Is there cracks around the doors? How old's the windows? Is the windows well sealed? How much insulation do you have in your house? That kind of thing. You need to check that. Another thing is just like a car. You know, if you got an electrical device like, say, your hot water heater, or the main thing is your HVAC, your heating and air system. If that thing is your main energy sucker, heating and cooling that house. And if you got an old unit, or you got a unit that ain't running right, and it's missing like an old car, it's going to use more electricity. And people have these old units, and they don't never do no maintenance to them. Now, I'm going to tell you something about maintenance. Cleanliness is the first rule of maintenance. And if you got an old unit, and you haven't never cleaned it, you know, and it's trying to suck the air through those coils while it operates. It's like somebody putting their hand over your mouth where you can't breathe. It's going to exert more energy. It's going to use more electricity. At least once a year. At least you need to either have those coils cleaned, coils for you people up north. Up down south we call them coals. But anyway, you need to have those coils cleaned at least once a year. At least. If you don't know how to clean them, all you got to do is YouTube it, and then somebody will tell you how to clean them. But you need to spray that unit out, inside and out, clean those coils out at least once a year. I do mine twice. And like I said, make sure, go on YouTube and find somebody that's professional that knows how to do it, and they'll show you how to do it. Just make sure you cut the electricity off to the unit before you do it, or the groundhogs will be bringing you your mail. Or it'll be mighty shocking, let's put it that way. But, after you get through cleaning it out, you can cut your electricity back on and it'll be fine. But just not to take any chances. You need to cut your electricity off before you spray out your coals, but at least once a year you need to spray out your coals, and you need to keep your filter inside your house changed out regular, and because that unit has got to breathe. It's got to be able to take in air easily, or it's going to use a lot more electricity. And I see these people, I asked them, I said, well, when's the last time you cleaned out your unit? We ain't never cleaned out our unit. Well, how old is it? It's 25 years old. Not only you got an old unit, but it can't breathe. It's like somebody that's smoked for 30 years. He can't breathe. You get that thing, I don't care if you ain't got a tree around, that unit gets full of pollen. And it's filthy. And if you don't clean out at least once a year, it's going to use the heck out of some electricity. And that's for anything. I mean, like I said, keep your electrical appliances clean. Once a year, pull out your dryer, suck out all that, because I guarantee you lint's escaping down in there, and it's got lint all around that motor. It's working harder because it can't breathe. You know, like I said, cleanliness is the first rule of maintenance. And most of the time, when people got a high electricity bill, they ain't taking care of their unit like they're supposed to. That's your main energy sucker. Or they just got a house that's got holes in it. You know, air is getting through, the windows ain't properly sealed, the doors ain't properly sealed, and not enough insulation. And that's nothing to blame the electricity department about. You wouldn't blame the gas station if your car used more gas because you was driving a hoopty. Don't be blaming them. I guarantee you they're not making commission off of you. But anyway, I just wanted to have you a little talk. I hope I saved you some money. And if you like my videos, please like and subscribe and follow me. Leave me a comment. Tell me if you like me or don't like me. And for all you naysayers out there, I say honk honk. And all you fans out there, I say thumbs up. And remember, Jesus in your heart will bring you joy. Jesus in your relationships will bring you stability. Grandpa Shart out.